Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking Companion TV. I'm Jenna Edwards and you're watching a recipe demo of beef stroganoff from simplyscratch.com. This is a roux-based sauce which has changed my life. And while it doesn't use cream to make a creamy texture, it does use sour cream for that tart flavor, and there's really no way around that. So we'll start with the beef. You can slice pretty much any steak you have on hand. I bought beef already sliced into stir-fry strips, and I'm just gonna make the strips a little shorter. But a tip for easily cutting beef is to cut it while it's still cold, like either straight from the fridge or a little thawed from the freezer. It doesn't slide around as much. Now toss it in a bowl in batches with some flour and salt. I do it in batches so it mixes more evenly, and stir so the meat is covered in the flour mixture. Now set it off to the side so it comes up to room temperature, which could be about 25 minutes. And in the meantime, let's slice some mushrooms and dice some onion. And heat a 10-inch skillet over medium-high heat with some olive oil. And once that's hot, add in the steak strips and let them cook undisturbed for 5 minutes so a brown crust forms and it's just on one side. Your pan may start to look really dirty with all the browned bits, but that's exactly what makes this dish so good. After the crust is formed, stir the strips and add in the sliced mushrooms, the diced onions, and some chopped garlic. Now stir and cook until the mushrooms and onions are soft, only about 4 minutes. Now remove all of the beef and the onion mixture to a clean bowl and set it off to the side. Reduce the heat under the pan to medium and give it a good chance to cool down before adding some butter. I'm using ghee because I have more of that than butter. And once it's melted, add in some flour. This is called making a roux. Whisk and cook the roux for 2 minutes. Now in these 2 minutes, I noticed that because I used ghee, which is just the butter fat, and there's no water or milk solids, I need a little more ghee for the roux to thicken up. So I add more ghee and then more flour. Now I also could have just waited for the pan to cool down a little bit more and probably would have solved my problem. Anyhow, after a couple minutes, pour in some beef broth and white wine and whisk up all the browned bits. The acid in the wine will help pick up the crusty bits that may have initially scared you, and you're now going to be so grateful for them. And we're gonna let it cook until it's thickened. Add a little Worcestershire sauce and the beef and mushroom mixture, and season with salt and pepper. And finally, stir in sour cream to your heart's delight. Heat it all the way through and serve over cooked egg noodles or boiled potatoes. This is quickly becoming a household favorite. If you want to freeze any of this, separate that batch out before adding the sour cream because dairy products do not freeze well. And then when you reheat it, you can add in the sour cream. I also want to note that using really good beef broth is integral to the flavor and consistency of the sauce. I pay a premium price for a very gelatinous broth at a local butcher shop, and for dishes like this, it's worth every penny. So do not skimp on the quality of beef broth. I have used different qualities and cuts of meat, and other than tenderness, I can't say that it's made much of a difference. Also, don't skip on the mushrooms. I have forgotten those before, and they definitely contribute to the flavor. So let me know how you get along with this one. The recipe is at simplyscratch.com or cookingcompaniontv.com. That's it for this recipe demo of beef stroganoff. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to this channel for more demos just like this. I'm Jenna Edwards, and thanks for watching.